The border crisis and how it's nothing short of an invasion. Well, the numbers are out and it's devastating. To put the numbers in context, the British Army comprises of 112,000 regular and reserve soldiers. Now let's compare that to the apprehensions at our border last month. A record over 200,000 invaders arrested at our border. Look at that number. It's crazy. That's about twice the size of the British Army storming into our country, and the gotaways, people who avoided arrest, vanishing into our neighborhoods, your neighborhoods, nearly 60,000 illegals. The Canadian Army is about 65,000 soldiers. That's the equivalent of the Canadian Army disappearing into the country every month. This is unheard of. The numbers are unsustainable. Crippling social services, straining resources, and none of them is paying the high taxes that the Democrats have imposed on all of us, the law-abiding citizens. Just take a look at the border crossings by sector. In Del Rio, Texas, over 42,000 apprehensions. Rio Grande Valley, almost 43,000 arrests. In San Diego, California, just over 15,000. I mean, just take a look at these numbers. That's what's invading our southern border. There's no need to exaggerate because the numbers speak for themselves. But there's always something behind the numbers, real people and real stories, like Texas Army National Guard Specialist Bishop Evans, an American hero who volunteered to serve his country and in the process of trying to save illegal aliens from drowning, who we now know are drug smugglers. Well, the specialist Bishop Evans, 22 years of age, from Arlington, Texas, died trying to save these criminal invaders, because that's what they are and that's what they were. All of this is just heartbreaking. And now we're learning that Bishop Evans didn't have the proper equipment, like simple life vests or rescue ropes. This is what happens when the President of the United States fails to uphold our border security. This is what happens when leaders incentivize illegal immigration. Real people, Americans, are hurt. So don't be fooled when the left makes the case for open borders as the compassionate thing to do. In the Tucson sector in Arizona, Border Patrol agents arrested 29 migrants packed into a motorhome by smugglers. Agents forced to chase down these migrants who later fled. These are dangerous situations for our law enforcement and for the migrants themselves desperately trying to come to America. For example, 2 smugglers from Mexico were just sentenced to 5 years in prison for leaving migrants to die. To be honest, that doesn't seem like long enough in prison for these scoundrels. But the story behind this, several migrants started to fall behind, but the smugglers kept going, not providing water or trying to help those struggling. Eventually, a lost group of 24 illegals were found at someone's ranch. Authorities later found the remains of 3 migrants who died from dehydration and hypothermia. These are the stories behind the big numbers. There's a group of more than 50 migrants crossing a river leading into California. It's called the New River, one of the most polluted bodies of water in North America, and none of that deters desperate migrants from invading America. Here's a look at El Centro sector in California, highlighting the accomplishments of the men and women of U.S. Border Patrol in just 1 week. True American heroes, folks, risking their lives every day, protecting the rest of us from drugs, criminals, gang members, even child sex predators, traffickers. This is Biden's southern border. This is what open border policies bring into this country. So don't be fooled by the left when they say their policies are compassionate, because it's anything but that.